and everyone, alright, so I'm a little bit sick. So, oh yeah, this little thing here is like a little patch that's like mentholated thingy. And I thought I had the little thing that had the name. Anyways, so today, yes, I'm sick, I know. I should have stayed home, but I didn't. I wanted to go see my friends because I hadn't seen them in a while, and it was like at the school from where I transferred from. Anyway, yesterday was a hectic day because I went to school, I had an appointment, and I was like, it was my appointment, and I just have one class, and then I am out of there, okay? Because one of the classes got canceled due to the professor going out of town last weekend, and basically she got stuck because of a snowstorm. Anywho, so I go to my appointment, and the doctor gives me refills for the wrong medication, by the way. I was like, you just gave me this medication last week, and now I have refills for it. Well, I'm gonna probably not gonna last the whole week with the medicines I'm running out of. So, yeah. And I forgot to call her back about that. So, anyway, basically what happened, I went to the pharmacy, put in my prescription. And I was waiting. Normally they're very fast. Like, the most I've ever waited for medication was probably like 7 minutes, maybe. Not even 10. So, yesterday, I, no, I was almost late to class. This couple came in. The girl's like, she's requesting for her, like, container to put needles in and stuff. And she's requesting one for her boyfriend, too. So her boyfriend starts arguing with the main pharmacist, like, I guess the lady that's in the front. And, it got to a point to where the lady in the back, there were only two pharmacists, had to get involved and had to go over all this stuff about HIPAA and whatever. And it was just not good. Like, the guy ended up, like, almost losing his voice near the end of the conversation. Sorry. So, anyways, what happened was, I was like, okay, I have to go. She's like, we'll take like 6 more minutes or so. I was like, no, I need to go right now. I'm sorry, I'm running late to class. I'll be back afterwards. And they're like, okay. So I start trying to get to class. I get to class. I'm forced late. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm late. So thank goodness I wasn't the only one who was late, but I was the only one that was very, it was very noticeable I was late because we had a speaker. And I, rather than going, like, I could have gone in and just like, okay, I'm gonna follow the flow, found seats where people are sitting. I decided to go the usual route and sit where I normally sit, actually a little further away. And the speaker was like right at the front, and so they saw me obviously. So that was interesting. So basically, I ended up going um, after class to go see. Oh, because I had a voice message, so I listened to the voice message, and they're like, "Oh, you have an appointment at 1 o'clock, with so and so at the learning center." So I'm like, "Okay." So I go to the learning center, and I realize it's not even 1 o'clock. So I go in, and the lady's like, "Oh, it's not until 1." And I was like, okay. She's like, I'll see you later, okay? I was like, okay. So it was like 12:36 as I remember. I was like, shoot, I have to go do this and that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go grab the print that I had, which I would show you guys today, but I have it in my backpack and it's kind of over there, and I would need to get up and no, I'll do it next time. And I might have shown the copper plate last time I worked on. I'm not sure. I'll show it next time too, just in case. But what happened was, I went and grabbed it. I took a little shortcut, and I went to the health center. Well, the pharmacy wasn't open, and it wasn't open until 1 because they were out of lunch, which is understandable. I mean, you wanted to eat your lunch and stuff. So, I ended up, realizing that I had taken my sweet, sweet time walking. So, I'm like, oh no, I have to get over there, and I barely got to the appointment, just barely by like a minute. I got there, and we discussed whatever we needed to discuss about, school and everything, and how I'm doing and everything. So then I said, basically, oh yeah, so I was like, I was so glad, it's time to go, and I was like, shoot, I have to go to the pharmacy. I go to the pharmacy, pick up my medication, and grab some Kleenex. That's like pack of Kleenex thingies, so those Anyway, so I left, waited for the bus, everything. Got to the station, and like my ride picked me up, and we're like went to like go get burgers, and then go we went to go visit, your friend. And so I had like pop burgers like for her, and then I had one, and I ended up having to give mine to someone else. And I was like, no. So I was like, there's a Subway at that school. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get something from there. Well, no. When I went there, they were closing. So I was like, okay, that's fine. No. And then they were like closing something. They're already, well, I mean, yeah, they were. They're already cleaning up. So I was like, do you have any chocolate chip cookies? No. They ran out of them too. I was like, thanks. So, anyways, I was surprised with this guy there brought me a burger, and I was like, oh, well, thank you. Like, I was like, I am hungry. How did this guy know? So I'm like, I was surprised because this guy is like friends, sort of like close friends to my ex. And I was surprised that this guy brought me this burger. And so I was like, okay, what if it's like poison? But then he kind of got other people burgers. I mean, and he was eating from those, like his sister and like my friend, Danny, me, and then I don't know who else is called the other one. But anyways, apparently Sonic has a deal, like buy burgers for $5 on Tuesdays. Who knew? Not me, obviously. So, anyways, I was like, well, thank you. I'll have to repay you somehow. And he's like, don't worry about it. You already did. And I was like, what? And I forgot that last week I had given him like some cookies. I like for some reason like my appetite has been kind of weird, and I just like I've been like really nauseous and stuff. So like I had all these snacks. Like one of my friends was asking like, does anyone have anything sweet or anything? Like this was like last week, and the bookstore that had already closed. So I was like, yeah, I have snacks. And I took like I didn't realize I had all these snacks there in my backpack. I was like, oh my gosh, I have not been eating a lot, have I? So I ended up like sharing my snacks. No one wanted the healthy ones, and he's the only one that took the cookies. So I had those like Keebler cookies that have like those rainbow colored chocolate chip thingies, which I love eating those with cheese. Like they sell like this like the pepper jack cheese and the cheddar cheese, chopped cheddar one. So I like eating those even like at breakfast, just whenever. But like I bought it one day at school, and I was like, I'm gonna eat it, and I never did. So yeah, so I gave it to him, and I was surprised because I didn't even remember doing that. I was like, oh, and I remembered like, oh yeah, that is true. That's how I got rid of all those snacks that were weighing down my backpack. So I was glad because I already had snacks because of something else. So I was like, okay, cool. So today it was awkward. Ran into a friend of the ex, and he was just as weird as the ex, just like the whole acting really cold towards me. So I was like, okay. So I said hi because of course I don't have anything against them. I don't know what they have against me. So I said hi, and the guy was acting very rude, and I was like, okay, whatever. So that kind of broke my heart because I was like, I was friends with him and everything, but I was friends with him before I even met, my ex, to be honest. I was like, that's like, I used to read his magazines and stuff like that, like his magazines, like writing and stuff, and I was like, thanks. So, I just want to leave and stuff, and my friend Billy was like, no, you stay here, you're gonna have to deal with this. You didn't see what I already see and how I already treat you, you're gonna have to deal with it. And I was like, you're right. You mean, I can't avoid it. I just pretend they're ghosts and stuff. So I was like, like they're just there, like the presence is still there. I acknowledge it. I won't, whatever. So that was kind of awkward, but I was sort of productive today. I shouldn't have left home, mostly because I'm sick, but I cannot sit still or stay in bed. Like I was in bed now. I should like probably get more sleep. No, me being the way I am, I'm kind of hard-headed sometimes. I had to get up, and I was like, I'm gonna shower and this and that, and I got ready, and I had to walk. So normally what takes me 15 minutes took me about 25 minutes, and I could have waited about an hour and a half for my mom to get home, and then that way, she could have given me a ride. But I was gonna meet up with one of the professors at the school. Anyways, I kind of wanted to go visit like another professor that I saw actually yesterday or the day before this and I was gonna go visit him because I was like, I mean, he remembered when I got my associates and when I had this class, and then I gave him a present actually from the exhibition thing I participated in, and instead of selling him like the piece, I gave him the piece like the little piece that was exhibited, like one of them, and the other one my mom has it. So I was like, yeah. So I was surprised, especially because like he presented me to the class kind of thing. I was like, I don't really need to know all this information. Okay, so that was kind of cool, but I didn't get to see that professor. And then the other professor, she had forgotten she had class that she was going to teach. So it ended up being me, my friend Ellie, Carlos, and then there's another girl, but I can't remember her name exactly. I mean, I've seen her around. I heard her name last time, but we're not that close yet, so yeah. So it was productive that I kind of got some work done. And then after I kind of met up with my friend Dario and Devin, so it's like that was really cool. And yeah, so I kind of stayed, and it was like me, Devin, and Illy stayed behind and stuff. We were waiting for her ride and stuff. And then my ride kind of forgot to pick me up, kind of a little bit. So we stayed there. And I was at this point, I'm already feeling the effects of being sick, like sicker. And I was like, oh no, I don't feel so good. I was kind of, oh, I think the fever's gone. I feel cooler. Like, but it was interesting. Yeah. So got home, feeling like, I don't know. I immediately went into like a coughing fit, I think. So I ended up helping my dad with something, and so I had like the door open, the cold air coming in, and with the heater being broken, the cold was in the house. Like, oh my gosh, it's like cold. But anyways, drank some hot tea and then had a little big vapor rub. I like, well, this one's not really my favorite. This one's the lemon scent one. I like the original one, which my back I actually have one of the original ones. It just doesn't say it's just the original green one. I like this one. I got this one thinking, oh, it might be stronger, but the smell kind of gets, it's like, it doesn't really last. I like this one better. Like, actually, it's got like a little tub thing, and I ended up losing it somewhere, so that sucks. But, yeah, what's been going on? And, well, it's Thanksgiving Day already. It's 12/27 here. Mhm. So, Thanksgiving. We're not really gonna do anything. All we have is a pecan pie right now. Like last year, I cooked. Me and my sister cooked. Like she cooked the meat, whatever, and then I cooked like the other little things that go with it. And this year, we haven't bought anything, and it's just crazy. It's been crazy. Just so I have no idea what we're gonna eat tomorrow. But I have from that burger that guy friend gave me. I didn't finish it because like I said, I've been feeling kind of nauseous, so sometimes I'll eat a little bit and I kind of get full. But really, it's just something like I can't stand food right now. So, and I didn't eat it today, kind of thing. Like I ate a little bit of it, but I still have like about half of it left. So I think I'm gonna eat that later on, maybe breakfast. But I do have my little clear liquids. I'm not really a big fan of Sprite. I haven't been a big fan of it for a while. So something not that you heard of those. Mm, yeah. So it's just like an update, and I'll talk about the Birchbox thingies that I got last time. But that's what I was gonna do now, but I don't know. I'm kind of hyper, and I know it's like past midnight, but I'm hyper. So I decided to do the video today. Should probably work on my paper, but I don't feel like writing. But okay. Anyways, so that was my update for today, and I will update you guys later, and hopefully the next video is shorter. Bye.